Hey Ringside Crew. Welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside Podcast. And now here's your host, Joe Panther III.
Hello there, wrestling fans. To another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside Podcast. I am Joe Panther III, and man, Ringside Crew, you're in for a treat. Tonight, I have a young lady that she's doing some fun things. She's a manager. She's doing a lot of things. So, introduce yourself to my internationally known audience.
Hey guys, I am Ava James, also known as Kristen. Take your pick.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Here we go. Hey, Ava James. Welcome to the podcast. I'm so glad to have you on. So, how did you get this start with wrestling? Like, when did you get your start, and when did you start loving wrestling?
So it's such an interesting story, and you may have heard of like the beginning of it. I'm actually the teaching assistant in Canada that lost my job for my OnlyFans account. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
It went.
Yes, I heard
It
about
went.
that.
It went viral probably a year and a half ago now. So that kind of trajected me into the direction of wrestling, is obviously losing my job and having like developed a social media following from that. I was kind of looking for other opportunities to make money, have fun, get involved in something a little different, and go with the flow, right? See what's out there, see what comes up. And I actually ended up doing a podcast with Dance Daddy, or Mike, as the podcast producer. And at the time, I had no idea really that there were wrestling leagues such as Apex and stuff. Like, I wasn't very familiar. So he was like, hey, like, you should come out. And so I met with some of the guys from Apex, and it was just like, it clicked. I really enjoyed it. Like, the first match I was a part of was a ton of fun. And I've just like learned more and more, and yeah, I love it. It's so much fun.
Awesome. So, what is like your favorite part of being in this vast world of the independent wrestling scene? That I'm 41. I remember independent wrestling just being like whispered in corners. Like, what does it feel like to be like in this eras of independent wrestling with the social media and all the stuff like that connected to it?
I mean, it's really cool. It's a very like niche kind of market, I would say. But also it's very massive. Like, there's tons of people that are involved in it. It's for me, I'm still learning. I'm still, I'm relatively new to it. But yeah, it's really cool. I think the longer that I am in it, the more opportunities there are, and obviously learning about the different leagues, and it's really an international phenomenon, if you want to say.
Yeah, I feel that like since the shutdown, independent wrestling is booming now. It has more of a, I think it's I feel like, they, when TV shows, they get rid of the original host and they get a new person, and you feel like that's going to ruin it. But since the shutdown, I think this is like a rebirth of the independent scene, because a lot of the older fans, they said, okay, I'm done.
I could totally see that.
Yeah. So for you, is there any other places within Canada or the world of independent wrestling that you want to travel to that you haven't been to yet?
I love to travel. And I would absolutely love to have multiple shows booked, in a week that I travel to. I'm in a really cool position where, my main job now is literally social media and OnlyFans. So that gives me a lot of time to be elsewhere. And so that's another reason why I decided to kind of go with the wrestling, is because it's kind of all interconnected as a business model. And I would love, yeah, I would love to travel all over Canada, if not North America, the world, for it.
Yeah. I saw on your page there was a lot of photography pictures. Is there any particular photographers that does your stuff, or is there just like one person that helps you do all that, the videos and the pictures and
Well,
stuff like
it's
that?
interesting. I actually, sorry, I think my connection is a little shoddy. Can I just check my internet?
Yeah.
Just sorry, you're cutting out, and
Oh, that's fine. That's
oh
fine. That's
yeah, it
fine.
should be working.
Yeah.
Okay, it should be working. Anyways, I've actually, like, before wrestling, kind of, when stuff with the school board was going on, I was doing a lot more modeling than I'm doing currently. So I've traveled a lot. I was on a content creation trip in Aruba. I've been to Vegas, LA, Austin, Texas was my last one. I don't know. Do you know Uncle Laser's podcast? He's a comedian. He's like
He
fairly
sounds familiar.
popular now.
He sounds familiar.
Yeah, so I was I did some photo shoots there. Um did his podcast. So I quite enjoy traveling, and I feel like if the wrestling world would help me travel and bring me to their different shows, obviously I can look for opportunities to shoot with those photographers and all sorts of neat stuff.
Yeah. So, like, I'm from the East Coast of the United States. Like, is there any, like, I know we were talking about before traveling. So, is there any places that you've been like eyeballing that you want to go to that you haven't like had a chance to get to yet?
I would love to go to Montreal. I haven't been to Montreal yet. I would like to go back to Toronto. I was there once when I was younger. I haven't been there in quite a long time. And then, yeah, I mean, I think the States is a really cool place, and there's lots of little cities and stuff that I haven't been to that I'd love to explore.
So, with who are you managing currently? And if you do, is there any like thoughts on ever doing a real match? Because I know you're a manager. So would you ever want to be in
Mm-hmm.
an actual match with any wrestlers? And if you do, who would you want to wrestle?
So, I mean, I'm certainly feisty, and I feel like I could throw a bitch down. I don't know if I can say that.
You can curse.
Um, the issue is that I've actually had 3 spine surgeries.
Ooh.
And my most recent, I had what they call a spinal fusion, which is where there's 2 plates and 6 screws put into my lower spine. And that was just done November. So it hasn't been even a year yet. And to be perfectly honest, I was very handicapped from it for a long time. It was probably 4 years of like chronic pain and having mobility issues and all sorts of things. So I just need to be very careful with what I do. So I'm certainly open to opportunities of that, but I think it's a matter of A, listening to my body, and B, just being very mindful of my injury.
Yeah. That's a number one. You have to take care of yourself and make sure you're safe because you have the thing with your back
Yes,
and stuff like that, you know.
yeah,
A number one is
exactly.
yourself. That's a number one. You have to take care of yourself and make sure you're sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah, like make sure you take care of yourself. A number one. And I know one person that you could definitely like face. You could probably face
Yeah,
the
who's
guest
that?
I just had on is Dynamite Doll. That would be definitely an interesting match for you.
Mhm.
But I would have toss an interesting
Mhm.
stipulation. Purse on a pole match. What
A
about that?
witch?
A pole,
A
a
pole?
purse on a pole match.
A person? Like, are we talking like stripper pole or what are
No,
we?
like a purse on a pole. Like you put a pole on the side of the ring, like on the rope, and
Okay.
you have to jump up to try to grab the purse.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was thinking something
Okay.
completely different.
Well, there is a pole, so
Okay. I mean, sure. So like where it's whoever can like reach it?
yes. Because remember you had that big moment about the purse, and then she thought
Oh,
you
I
stole her purse.
remember.
Yeah.
The
Like
bitch still has my purse.
if my fans, hey Vinny, welcome. If my fans are not familiar with that, because a lot of my fans come from the States, like explain that whole fiasco with you and Dynamite Doll with that purse.
First of all, that was a purse I got as a present to myself when me and my ex-husband divorced. So I'm very attached to that purse. Okay. Um, basically that purse was there at the match with me with my baby boy Grant. Um, and it literally, sorry, I'm just switching out of that. Literally, I tried to use the purse. I passed it to Grant, and for some reason, the pass and everything, Grant didn't get it, and Dynamite Doll and Mad Dog, is that his name? Anyways, they took the purse, and I'm really not happy about it. It meant a lot to me, that purse.
Did you ever get it back, or did she steal it from you?
No, I haven't gotten it back. And it's a
Mm.
very expensive purse, not to mention.
So I'm saying, just saying, Joe Panther the third stipulation match, Dynamite Doll versus you in a purse on a pole match, and there's still a pole, so there could always be like an ending of lights start flickering. You know, if you win the match, you'd be dancing on the pole.
Yeah, there we go.
During intermission,
I
you
got
know,
practice.
make a few dollars in the middle of
Yeah,
an
there we go.
intermission, you know.
Exactly. In Canada, though, we only have fives. We don't have $2 bills anymore. It's a
Oh man,
problem.
so that must be an interesting
You don't want
situation in a
people
strip club.
chucking toonies at you. You're gonna get a concussion with those coins, you know,
Yeah,
or
making
loonies
it.
even.
You know what
Like
they say
those
in
would
the hood?
hurt.
They said, "Make it hail."
There you go. Yeah.
You don't
There
want
you
to
go.
go blind someone
Uh,
throwing an American penny. Be like, I'm like, do I have any
yeah.
ones? Damn it. Joe Panther's accidentally throwing pennies because I forgot that I didn't bring any singles to that show, and I'm just throwing pennies. I'm like, sorry, sweetie.
Yeah. Sorry, I think you're great, but here you go.
I went to the bank and I got myself a roll of quarters. Here, catch. Catch a roll of
Yeah.
quarters in the middle of the skull.
There you go. There
So,
you go. I got glasses. At least it wouldn't be protecting my eyes.
oh God, I'd break your glasses. And just glasses just fall right off.
Nah, they're sturdy. Don't you worry.
So, like, when it comes to your shows, do you have like a certain wardrobe that you wear to like every show, or is it like do you know what dress and what skirt
I
you wear?
usually wear something different to every single show. And I feel like that's part of what I love so much about it too, is just like the glam and the like, I like to get dressed up and put makeup, like lots of makeup on, and do my hair, and usually wear something very like scantily clad.
Does it also go by like the wrestler you're working with, like to the color he's wearing, or you do
Oh
have your
yeah,
own
so
thing?
I dress up as a naughty teacher. and
Okay.
he's like a cute little schoolboy, and he's most of the time he's very obedient. There have been a couple times I've needed to put him in his place, you know.
Mm.
But he
And I guess
likes
you
it.
probably
He
have the
won't.
ruler. You probably
Yeah,
bring
I
a
mean,
ruler
he
to the
likes
ring and
it
you use
though.
it as a weapon.
Yeah, no, I've hit him in the ass with the ruler a couple times actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last one was a big ruler though. It was a big ruler. Yeah.
Probably had to pre-order that off Amazon because there's no more Staples in America. So you would have to find a Staples that's still open here to get into the
Yeah.
big ruler.
Amazon Prime is beautiful. That's all I could say.
I'm like, all I could think is, man, getting to that through TSA and the airport, a big ruler, they'll be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a teacher, don't you know?
I know, yeah. Depending on the trip I'm going on, it could be a very colorful bag.
Ah, ah, imagine that. They're like, what are you doing this for? Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Basically.
when it comes to like your shows, do you like do you ever have to like pack a lunch and like eat dinner at the show, or do you eat your breakfast or lunch before you leave the house so you don't have to worry about packing a lunch or a breakfast?
Um, Honestly, I usually don't like to eat before a show just so I look skinny and I look good in my outfit. Um, but I'll have a snack after for sure. Yeah.
Hmm. Since like
I
my friends
really
are oh, sorry, keep going. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Ask away.
I didn't mean to do that. I apologize.
Oh no, it's all good.
Okay. Since a lot of my fans are from the States, is there anywhere like after a show that you like to go to get like a snack or like get like a light dinner from your area?
Depending on where the show is, there's usually restaurants around. So yeah, I usually have my guy with me at the show, and we'll go grab a bite to eat after.
Hmm. Is there any, because I'm a local podcaster and I always like to support local businesses. There is any local places that you like to give a shout out tonight that you love so much that you're like anybody that's in that area has to go to?
Hmm. Goodness gracious. Um, I feel like I needed time to think about this.
Oh no, I should have prepped you and told you about that. No.
Uh, if you're in Port Coquitlam, there's Patina's is a like brewery and barbecue place. That's a
Ooh,
pretty good spot. Um, yeah. I mean, I have a sponsor. Can I shout out to my sponsor?
go ahead.
Okay, it's Heritage Cannabis. Um, they have adult only cannabis, juicy hoots, and they make some really fantastic products if you are of age. And oh shoot, you're from the States. I don't even know if I can like pump them up.
I have New York. I live in Pennsylvania, so I live in the border. I'll be like, anybody live in New York? I could use your address for like a day.
There you go. There you go. I
I
think
live in PA,
I'm
so
going
if
to
you mail me something,
Pittsburgh.
you just wrap it really tight and make sure
There
it
you go,
doesn't
right?
smell any.
Yeah. I'll just add it to my bag going through TSA and hope that nothing happens with the ruler
Yeah,
and everything else.
you'll be calling me by Instagram. Be like, Joe, can you pick me up in the TSA police lockup? I'm like, what'd you
Yeah, I need
do?
bail money.
Joe, you said you think I'm
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Me not speaking
Exactly.
English. No, I would help.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do, but I would help.
Exactly.
That podcaster told me he wanted some stuff. I'm like, stuff? I meant like a t-shirt. A t-shirt or a sticker. Not
Yeah, right? No, it's true.
yeah.
There you go. I'll hook you
Yeah.
up. I think I'm going to Pittsburgh for a wrestling convention in November. Pretty sure.
I know another person that's gonna be there too. That's so funny. I mentioned heard people talking about that
Do
one in
you?
November. Yeah.
Is it Dynamite Doll? That's why.
Yep. She mentioned that one. She mentioned that one too. She just mentioned that one also.
Rude.
Uh oh. Table fight.
Maybe I'll get my first back then, Joe.
Yes, you got it. Someone needs to make a video of that, and you just like sneak over and yoink, and then run away from the table. Oh boy,
Good
that'd be
plan.
that'd be funny. Just use
Good
me as a
plan.
shield. You'd be like, I'm really short, so you could use me as a shield. You just pick me up by my arms. You're like, look, it's Joe. Look, and then have Joe grab it. What, me? You're using me as bait? Yep. And then you just run.
That's
I'm
a
little.
great idea.
I'm short. You'd be like, look, Doll, it's your friend Joe.
Are you?
Go grab it.
How short are you, Joe?
I'm 5'1".
Are you really?
I'm 5'1". Yes, I'm 5'1".
Oh shit! We should get a picture. I'm like almost 5'10".
Aw, actually, definitely. I guess I'm gonna have to come to the show and be like, so many wrestlers I've known, met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a really cute photo. I'll wear heels and.
My first girlfriend was way taller than me, so it's fine. I like taking pictures of tall people. Just makes me look even more manly. I'm shorter than you, but it still doesn't. So, do you collect anything? I'm sorry. Do you collect anything?
Do I collect anything? Well, kind of. I'm just not sure you want me to talk about it on your
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. You can tell me.
Do I collect anything like? Oh gosh.
Like pops, the old movies, DVDs, tapes, something like that.
Like I like cats.
Cats are cool. There you go.
So I have 2 cats, but like if I could collect something, I would collect cats.
Cats are cool. My sister has 2 cats, so it's fine.
Yeah, I have Larry and Carl. They're around here somewhere.
That's adorable. Larry and hey Larry, what's up, girl?
Yeah, Larry is a girl actually. I bought Larry for my daughter as a surprise. And then we got Carl later, but we ended up taking Larry to the vet and finding out that Larry was actually a girl.
Oh no.
And, yeah. So that we didn't change her name though. We figured Larry's
just leave
Larry's
it.
cool.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I work with females that their mother named them boys' names. So one girl, her name is Justin. The other one's Logan.
That's
other
cute.
one's Cameron.
Yeah, I love it. I think boys' names for girls is fantastic.
Yeah, and when I first read the name, I thought that maybe it was a misspell. The girl has 2 N's in her name, 2 N's. Just the
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
So when I type the name on my phone, it's just like, which one do you want, dude? Oh, no, not that Justin, that Justin. Okay.
There you go. At least you know, right?
Yeah, at least I don't accidentally text the guy one, hey, girl, what's up? You'd be like, who are you calling a girl?
Exactly. You don't want that for sure.
What did you send me this pic for? I was just trying to be cute. Guy friend beats my ass.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
Yeah, mean. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Black eye, another black eye. Whew. Did you by chance see the new Beetlejuice yet?
I haven't yet. No. I was thinking about going to see it in theaters. Have you seen it?
Yes, I saw it on the second day after it came out with my friend, and me and my friends. I do a nerd culture show as well on Wednesday.
Oh, cool.
We will be it's called Ghost Head Nerd Talk, and
fantastic.
Me and my nerd friends, the nerd crew, me, Rain, Val, and the 2 nerds in a podcast will be live this Wednesday at 8 p.m. to do our review of Beetlejuice. Don't say his name 3 times. Beetlejuice.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Yes. Cheap pop.
Like a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I'm the only guy. So it's just me and all these girls surrounded by nerd girls.
That's all right. That's fantastic. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. I'll bring the wine. They'll bring the nerd. Okay.
There you go.
As I'm waiting to do my review because I posted a thing on my shorts on YouTube, and the person was like, "Hey, you should tell me what you thought." I'm like, "No, watch on Wednesday. Spoilers, no."
Okay.
I just don't know.
Good
I'm gonna have
to
to
know.
ask the girls. Are we gonna be able to talk about the movie, or we're just gonna give skirt around the questions, like
There you
just
go.
give a review and end the show out because it's hard. Like when you
Yes.
know what I mean. Like you don't want to spoil it for your friend that hasn't seen it yet. Like I
Of
don't want to
course,
talk about the
yeah.
movie with you because you haven't seen it. Like I can't do that. I hate doing that to people. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Yeah.
Yep. No, I definitely hear you.
Yeah. So, are you watching anything on Netflix or Hulu right now? Any series?
I'm watching The Perfect Couple. I just started.
Okay.
Seems interesting. It's like a murder mystery, which is generally my jam. I'm like a big true crime doc series, you know. Those things are addicting.
I'm an old
I
school
read an
kind of
article
guy.
though, they actually Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched that show. I don't know if you remember on MT on Comedy Central, Workaholics.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching that show.
I don't
Even though my
remember. I
mom,
don't think I've seen.
yeah, it's kind of like a wait what kind of show. It's really like you can't put it on when there's kids in the room, like that kind of thing. They'll talk about pot. They'll talk
Ah,
about all this
yeah.
stuff, sex, and
Yeah.
they'll talk about
I
raunchy
have
stuff.
kids, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
either.
okay.
You have a mom that's like, "What the heck are they talking about?" I'm like, "Mom, really?"
Oh no, I have kids. Sorry, I have kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, did they start school in Canada yet, or no?
Yeah, they just started last week.
Mm.
Yes.
By me, the Pennsylvania starts earlier than New York, and I'm like on the border of New York and Pennsylvania. So
Oh,
like I live
okay.
in PA and I do laundry in New York, and the kids no, the Pennsylvania kids started first, and then a few days later New York kids started, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is New York." Right, right. Like I was wondering why they didn't.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's all over. It's so different. I can't keep up.
Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard to keep up with all the different time zones, and that's why sometimes it's hard for me. Like I'll be doing an interview with a Canadian wrestler, and I'm like, we're pre-recording it. I'm like, whew, I'm on time. I got my computer set up. I'm all ready to go. Checking my camera, checking if everything's all set, and then the wrestler's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, forgot you're on the East Coast of the United States. I'll be there in
Oh,
15
it's
minutes." I was like,
happened so many times to me too, where I get confused with the time change. Yeah.
yeah. Because my mom always asked me, "How do you know when to message a British wrestler?" And I'm like, "Well, I stopped messaging them about like 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I'll stop messaging
Right.
British wrestlers because it starts getting weird at the time zones there. It's like
Yes.
8 o'clock this time, 8:30. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning or something, or 11 o'clock at night or something like that. Weird.
Yeah.
It's like weird. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I know. It's hard to keep up. There's so many different time zones.
So before we go, do you have any if my fans want to follow you on social, where can they find
Yeah.
you?
Find me on Instagram, A_V_A_James88. Yeah, say hi, send me a message. You can also go to my website, www.missavajames.com.
Awesome. Do you have any upcoming shows or any kind of events you're doing in the coming months? Do you want to promote before we go?
Yes, actually, I'm doing an Apex show on September 14th. And I believe I'll be doing one at the end of October as well.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Ava, I want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. And actually, one more thing: if any fans want to follow you on your spicy sites,
Yes.
how can they find that?
Yeah, so go to my website. All my links are on my website, www.missavajames.com. Or you can just go to OnlyFans and A_V_A_James88 is my username on OnlyFans.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to
Thank
do that because
you.
I know some fans are old enough and they'll be able to go on there and stuff like that.
Of course, yes. I
Back in the
appreciate
day, it would
it.
have been the no-go. No one can't talk about that. But still, it is kind of like your business and it's your thing. So that's why I
It
figured
is my business. Yes.
yes,
Yes, exactly. I
makes you
appreciate
money,
that.
makes the money.
Exactly.
Yes. Well,
Got
Ava, thank you
you.
so much for coming on the podcast. I'm Joe Panther the Third. Your turn.
Oh, and I'm Ava James.
And we will catch you in the next one.